problem 3.31 on page 131. This is the Excel portion, obviously. So in the question, I've already loaded the accounting partners data set, as I would normally do. We're asked to calculate the Q1, Q3, interquartile range, and the 5-number summary. It doesn't really matter which order we do this in. So in this particular case, I'm going to use the quartile function in Excel. So I'm going to select FX. Now, it's under statistical. So when you go in here, it's under statistical, the category, which I've already pre-selected. And then we're going to go down to, you can actually use percentiles, which we'll talk about in a upcoming chapter, but you use quartile.exc. Do not use INC. It gives you almost the same number, but almost it will give you the wrong answer. So go to OK. The array, you go, if you've forgotten, you go select the top one, go Control-Shift, down arrow, and then you identify the quartile, and we're just going to simply type this in. You can see it gives us at the bottom here the values. So we're just going to do Q1. We're going to label this Q1. We're going to do the same thing. Now, if I wanted to copy the formula down, I'd have to be careful. So I'm going to actually do this a little differently. I want the data set to be from B2 to B46. So I selected the row and the column, and then I hit the F4 button, which puts in the dollar signs. Now, I'm going to copy this down. All right. Let me try that again. F4, F4. All right. Now, when I copy it down, it's going to retain the B2 to B46, but I'm going to change this to 3, and I get Q3. We can do the same thing if we want. Find the median for our 5-number summary. So I will do that. I'm going to copy it down. I need to change the quartile to 2. And so this is Q2, which is the same thing as the median. Also, you may have noticed that there's a couple of ways to find the min number. Because we're dealing with a quartile function, which I doubt that many, if any of you have ever used before, you could use the min function, but I'm going to use the quartile function, and I'm going to find the minimum number and the maximum number. So I'm going to put 0 for here. Supposed to work. It says, all right, for the quartile, minimum value is 0, maximum value is 4. Okay, so that didn't work. Sorry about that. So we will use the min and the max function. Hope you find that amusing. So equals minimum, that's what I get for trying something on the fly. Minimum function is down here. Min. And we go okay. I have to be careful here. And I want from, I'm going to select a different, we're going to go from B2, Control-Shift, down arrow, and I will put in our array. We'll go okay. Now, that, and our minimum number is 5. Now, in this particular case, we're going to use the function. We're going to look for max. max. We go OK. Select the data. And then it gives us our max number. To put this in the proper sequence, 5 number summary. Have 5 is your min. 14 as Q1. You have 18 as Q2. You have 24.5 as Q3. And then you have 41 as the max. Now, we're also asked to calculate IQR. So I'm going to do that over here. IQR is simply, because I've got it in a couple of places, I'm going to simply take Q3 minus Q1, and I get 10.5. So that answers parts A and B. I sort of did part B, them combined. So I hope that you do not find that confusing. Now we need to create the box plot. So we go up to the Insert tab, and you may want to review some of chapter number 2 for creating charts. Now, under Insert Statistical Chart, there's going to be box and whisker, same thing as box plot. So we're going to have this, but I need to, sorry, I forgot to select the data first. So we're going to do that. Hit the right button. Okay. So we'll go to Insert, the box plot, and here we go. As I mentioned in the Word document, it's going to do the chart vertically, not horizontally. I'm not going to bother with rotating it, but you can see once again that the area, in this case above, and some of you may much prefer the vertical chart compared to the horizontal. It's just personal preference. And you can see though that the area above the line is Q2, by the way, within the box. And you can see that in this particular case, the area above is larger than the area below the line that's shaded. And so that means it is right skewed. So I hope you found that helpful.